Now, I know I was signing off, and I do apologize for coming back on so fast, you know what I mean? But sometimes I have to get things done, and just want to show you this really quick. Crowboy answered, said really interesting, something real interesting. I should have showed it to him, but sometimes I kind of like to let these things fester, and then later on I'll show you what it is. But I figure I'm going to nip this in the butt right away. All right, so first things first, my name's Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Supreme Ambient Rejection Screen Paint using ambient rejection technology gain. And I do welcome all the crow boys that may want to come in and watch this real quick. So, question is, and it was a very good question, and I know I was going to get it because sometimes I'll add things in the description of our technology that has really nothing to do with the technology whatsoever. It's just added in there like you would have gold 4K or gold HDR or gold THX. It's just something you add into it. You know what I mean? It has gold has something like a kind of a more of a kind of a higher name to it when you add gold to it. But I want to show you something real quick. So this was the screen. This screen right here was the one that I coded using the new technology. Now this is what I want to show you. I'm coming here in the kitchen over here. We already painted 2 screens with this stuff already. Now this right here, as I showed you before, that's a 12 right there, as you can see. And if you look at this closely, this right here is the new spray-on version of the 12. So this is what I'm going to show you real quick. Now, one of the crow boys made a very interesting comment. He said, oh, there has to be gold Christmas glitter. The problem you have if you put glitter into a screen paint, it will show up in the screen paint way after the screen dries, which will give the screen a kind of a Christmas kind of glittery effect to the screen. Sorry about that. So I'm going to pour some of this out just a little bit because I need some more of this today. Right, I'm going to pour some of this out so you can see it up close. And people look at that saying, well, there has to be some form of gold glitter in there to make it to react that way. There are other forms of chemicals you can add together to get that kind of weird reaction. Now, if you notice, this is when it dries right there. That's drying out right there. And this is what it looks like when it's wet. It has 2 different colors to it. You know, we developed technology. It looks one way and then it converts another way. So as you can see right here, you can see it has a kind of gold look to it. And this is what it looks like once it dries. Now, if you're using gold glitter into a paint, what's going to happen is that the minute you hit it with any kind of light source, you're going to get this glitter reflection all across the screen. This is what happens when you use hobby glitter. So the crow boy made a very interesting, which I should have basically did it right there in the room, but I didn't think about it until I turned the camera. I was like, you know, I should have showed him that real quick. So keep in mind, just because we say there's gold, or we say gold so and so, doesn't mean there's actual gold in it. It means it could be 2 chemicals reacting to make the kind of strange color that you're seeing right here. So as I said before, this is what it looks like when you pour it out fresh. That's what it looks like when it dries. Now, glitter is going to give you a reflective surface that's going to bounce back, that's going to allow you to see it anytime light makes contact with the screen. So, we're going to come over here, and we're going to take our screen here, which this is the rear projection screen. I painted twice. And on top of that, I got kind of curious to see what would happen if I painted the side of something gray that wasn't black. So just curiosity, we're going to do a demonstration on that soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. You saw in the video of me painting this screen right here. We're going to pull this one over here real quick. Let's stick it a little bit. That's good because that means some of that dry paint, did hit. And we're just going to paint the middle of this right here with some of the gold. Get it out of the roller real quick. Get the roller free. Now, the reason why I do these particular videos is so that when I do have this topic come up, and like I said, I like to back up everything that I do. I can say, hey, look, here's the video. It doesn't present any gold. As you can see, there's no gold popping off on the screen. And this is what baffles the crow boys on how we do stuff like this. So as you can see, it's the same paint I'm pouring out. See that kind of that look to it? So the first thing they think it is, it's got to be gold glitter. So we're going to paint that right there. In the center of the screen right there. Go right in. Now if you're using a form of gold hobby glitter or gold glitter, any kind of gold glitter, and he said gold Christmas glitter, we consider that hobby glitter. What's going to happen is you're going to get the sprinkly gold look to the screen. All right. Go in real good here. There we go. All right, so you should be able to see that with no problem at all. That's right here. Bounce off my projector. Once the screen dries, and like I said, if the screen had any kind of hobby glitter in it, let me turn this projector on, you would see it pop up. Any kind of light in the environment will bring up glitter. You ever had glitter thrown on you before? And you can have one little piece on your face. You could be walking around, someone will see that flash off your face because they'll see that piece of glitter on your face. Glitter will show up on anything. Anything. So to debunk that theory, we just painted the screen, it's wet right there. If there is any glitter in this product that we designed, you would see it the minute the projector comes on. You would see it in any surface that we paint. This is a surface that was just painted. This is what I used the first one and the first demonstration. You see it move back and forth? No reflection of no glitter at all. You don't know technology, Crow Boys. You don't know how it works. You see how it looks here? Now see when it dries and it looks like that, it turns black? You haven't learned anything of the stuff that we develop over here. If you notice, I have chemicals that will change color at will, like that technology we developed under that black silver. That technology looks gray, but the minute you stick that stuff into another container, we shake it up, it reflects, it turns into all these strange colors. And one person was saying, well, maybe it's chameleon paint. You know how chameleon paint works? If you take chameleon paint and you spray it on the side of a car, the car is reflective, which means anywhere you turn, that car changes color, correct? So how come the screen doesn't change color when we basically coat the screen with it? It remains gray, but it only changes colors when the light hits it. In the container when it's wet. But when you look inside the container, it's gray. But when we spray it on the screen, it remains gray. So that debunks the theory of the chameleon paint, because you do know that if you buy chameleon paint and you paint it on a car, anytime that car moves in the sun or you catch on the angle, it's going to change, which means the surface doesn't change. It becomes the chameleon. If you notice when we spray the gray screen with it, the surface doesn't come the chameleon, it becomes gray. Where in this technology can produce a gold-like substance, but when it dries, it comes out jet black. Gotta stop answering questions that you know nothing about. So there's the technology paint in the middle of the screen. See how dark it is in the middle of the screen? If there is any glitter in that paint, you would see it reflecting all across the screen because of light hitting it. Just like when I said, if somebody throws glitter in your face and you can have a little speck on the side of your cheek, you walk into a store, any place that's light, someone can see that flickering off the side of your face. And somebody, oh, you got some glitter on your face. Where you been? The strip club? You heard people say that before. Or say something stupid like, you know, because you got glitter on your face. But you would see it from a mile away. Not from a mile away, but you would see it reflecting off their face. If you're standing right in front of you, you would see it. There's nothing reflecting off that screen at all. Gotta think, man. You gotta think before you speak. There it is painted on a piece of gray just to see how it would react to the gray. No reflection of any gold at all. So how is that possible that the screen is displaying, when the chemical comes out, it looks like it's gold, but when it hits the screen, it's jet black, and it's showing no reflective of any kind of sparkly coming off the screen? How is that possible? This is the kind of stuff I give you to figure out. Told you, everything we do is not normal. So how is displaying two colors? It's not chameleon technology, so what is it? Well, you think there's gold glitter in there. If it's gold glitter in there, then that means that if it were to basically dry, you would see the reflective gold pushing through. You would see reflective flakes of glitter pushing through. I want to test out that fabric too. Even with a salt in the and I thought about that too, and I was thinking like, wait a minute, did he just say there was gold hobby glitter in there? I just sat there and said, oh, he's got to be kidding me. Did you not look at the screen when you made the comment that there's nothing reflecting off the screen at all? I'm pretty sure you know how glitter works. You ever been hit with glitter bomb before? You know what a glitter bomb is? When I was in school, they had something called a glitter bomb. They take a balloon. Don't do this in school, by the way. They take a balloon and they fill it up with glitter and they blow it up. And then when you come in from outside from sweating in the summertime, you sweat, you know what I mean, from playing ball, whatever you're doing out there running around. Somebody up on the top floor would pop one of these balloons and this balloon would shoot down all this glitter and you being sweaty would just stick to your face. And you're walking around class all day with glitter stuck all over your face. Whatever you could wash off, you're still going to have specks of it. And even if you do wash all of it off, you always had that one or two pieces near your eye or under your chin or by your neck. You still have it. But you can't see it, but anybody else, and you walk like, hey, wait a minute, you got glitter on the side of your face. I can see it sparkling right there. So you would be to easily see that on that screen. I'm going to dry my screen here, right here. I got to do a bigger screen. I'm actually going to make more of this stuff today. I'm probably going to make a gallon for myself today. And I'm going to go online and order me I don't know if I do a motorized projection screen with this stuff, or what should I do with it? I think I'm going to do I'm going to do another 92-inch screen. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do another 92-inch screen with it. Oh, you know what? Well, I got y'all here. No, it's a different topic. I can't jump topics. I was going to turn on the other projector. We'll do that later on because we're going to do the knockoff projector later on. This is not about that. But people are curious, like, and I'm going to get that question now just because I put something in it. I put a comment on what put abbreviation or whatever it may be. Doesn't mean that's what's in it. Because you do know that if you do mix certain chemicals together, I'm not going to tell you what they are, it does not only change the structure of the element, but also can change the color of the element. You know, like when you mix colors together, it changes certain things. So you're trying to feed off keywords to try to see if I would give out how it's done. No, trust me, whatever you're thinking, you're not even close to it. You're definitely not even close to it. I'm going to give you a little key thing there. That technology has no paint in it. There you go. Of any kind whatsoever. It's a whole different playing field. We have technology that does not require the element of paint. Blow your head right there. We're not talking about something where you basically buy that at a store. We're talking about something that's engineered from the ground up. So you figure that one out. After a while, I got tired of the next level of technology we're working on. I got tired of basically working with different paints and changing the elements of paint and stuff like that. And I started thinking about, what if I can go outside paint? And what if I can develop something that requires no paint at all, period? And that's what we're working on for next year. There is no paint in any of the technology we're working on a year. None at all. This is strictly science, strictly chemistry. That's what the next level we're on. How would a screen out there be able to take a direct hit from sunlight? That chemical in there has no paint in it at all. Nothing. Even the compound base that makes up the foundation is actually built from the ground up. You can't buy it in the store. It was actually developed from the ground up. It's an element base that we developed, our own. Because now I'm getting sick and tired of dealing with companies where they don't have what I want. So I'll develop my own form of base and I'll build it from there. So even the base form itself has its own combinations of chemicals to make up that particular structure. And then we build from there. So when you come in, you make these guesses, it's kind of like trying to stab someone in the dark while you're blind and wearing sunglasses smeared with Vaseline. What? Nice try. Oh, and by the way, we're sitting here talking all that time. Screen's already dry. So keep in mind, these screens are not dry. They get dark in the middle. That screen's dry that fast without the fan. While we're in here chatting away about the different elements and stuff. It's already dry that quick. Doesn't take long for that stuff to dry. All right, I got to design a label for this stuff, and the labels have got to be crazy sick. It got to have some deep, dark gold, and it's got to be something pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm going to work on some labels tonight, and we'll run all the tests. Oh, we should be able to knock these tests out easily, because this stuff already has the embedded technology of a roll-on 12, so it should be really easy to roll through this. So we're going to go in and we're going to do like 3 and 4 tests in one hit. We're going to do the ultra short throw. We're going to do the long throw. Oh, there he is again. There he is again. I told you I got squirrels that come up here and eat from me, right? So I'm feeding them today. I just bought their food. This guy right here, he is so domestic. Hey, what are you doing? You just poop on my freaking whatchamacallit? There's my buddy right there. So every morning, so I'm coming all the way over here. Hey, how you doing? Hey, buddy. Domesticated, I don't know what. That's the first one I was feeding. I got 10 I feed right now. So I just bought their food. Their food's in that box right over there. I kind of ran out of food yesterday and I had nothing to feed them. I'll come all the way up here. There's nothing in the trash can. And you can't be the same one because the other one has a white spot on the back of his neck. That's not you. You're somebody else. But I don't think you're going to run. You might run, you might not. Don't run. Come on, I'm not going to harm you. How are you doing today? I know it's raining. I'll be out in a few minutes to feed you. Yeah. Just don't chew on anything, please. And none of the wire cables. All right, so I'll be out in a few minutes to feed you. One of them comes up and taps right on the glass when it's time to feed them. So what time is it now? I got to get up there and I got to get their food ready. All right, come on, scoot it out because I know what you're up to. Come on, I'll come out and feed you in a few minutes. Just ordered 20 pounds of their food right there. This is who I feed. It's a shame when they cut the tree down because they're going to have no way to get back up to the deck, which I might put something out there for them. Hey, come on, let's go. Come on, buddy boy. I'll be out in a few minutes to feed you. Come on, see you jump right up on the branch. There we go. It's a sad thing when they cut down that tree. They had to cut it down. It's falling down. It is. The tree's going to cave in, but they'll have no way to get to it. Which what I'm going to do is I'm actually rope. Squirrels are pretty good at climbing ropes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tether a rope from here all the way down so they can still come up. Because they come up from time to time. They don't tear anything up. They don't poop on nothing. Don't trash anything. Nothing. They just come up. I just have to remember to bring the rope up because I have raccoons, and the raccoons up here are a whole nother story. But I've never had a raccoon up here yet. But I have to put the rope down there. But anytime it's time for him to eat, he'll walk all the way across here. Come here. Right on the glass. Not that hard, but he'll tap the glass. And then that's why I know that it's time for him. He's the first one that comes out to eat. So their peanuts will be here today. I know this has nothing to do with the topic. Anytime you see me doing demonstrations like this, I always jump off topic. And when something changes, this is what I order for them. 20 pounds of that, man. Well, actually, I think that's 15 pounds. But they love this stuff right here. And I mix it with some peanuts because they love peanuts. I'm going to tell you something. You ever watch a blue jay swallow an entire peanut without chewing it? I have. It is quite impressive. Which makes you think that maybe, you know, whatever. But look at that. There we go. So they're all dry and good to go. But yeah, like I said, you know, it's because it says I could have something I can put. A lot of you not. I can bring out a screen paint and call it purple 87. And I guarantee you a crow will come in and say, there's got to be purple in there. There's no purple in there. Come on, man. Really? But I do enjoy the effort. All right, so I think later on when I get done feeding the squirrels, get the house cleaned up because it's a bit of a mess in here. It is junky. I can't stand clutter. This is driving me nuts just to look at it. Get all that wrapped up, go upstairs, design the new labels for the new product. We'll do with that product, like I said, it's going to be a breeze, so we're going to be able to blow through that pretty quick. We're going to be using, let me see what we got upstairs. We still got to use that demonstration right down that projector. We got to fill this screen out right here. But we're going to start pulling out our projectors. We have an ultra short though already. So I have a Sony ultra short though in the kitchen in there. And we can use in here. There we go. That's where my squirrels eat it right there. So I gotta go get them fed. We're going to use, let me see. We got several ultra short throws. I forgot we have an Epson here too. Epson ultra short throw. We have two of those. 1500 lumen laser projector for my whatchamacallit projectors, my low end projectors. We're going to use. I'm going to use this one, but I'm having some problems. We're going to use a Mitsubishi right here. This is 800 lumens. Test. We're going to use ViewSonic projector, 900 lumens for one of the demonstrations. We're going to use a 5200 lumen projector, Sony, right there for hot spotting. See if we can get the screen to hotspot. We're going to use a ViewSonic projector that has a 20,000 to 1 contrast versus any of the gray screens we have downstairs for demonstrations. What else we got down here that we're not playing with today? Let's see, we got ultra short those here we're going to use. We're going to use the Panasonic at 1500 lumens or 16,000 to 1 contrast, and the Casio laser and LED projector, and the Chrissy's downstairs. So that's pretty much all we need to do the demonstrations on. And that's it. We're done. Okay. I got to put out tracking numbers today. I might do some gaming here today on the big screen too, so we'll do some of that today also too. I have to do, one of the demonstrations I have to do is outside. I need something in the rain. So I haven't done an outside rain demonstration yet. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about getting a plexiglass screen and putting it probably right out there, and then that way it can get soaked in the rain. We'll do a demonstration from here and show a couple of demonstrations in the rain while the screen's soaking wet. All right, that being said, just want to clear that up really quick. You know what I mean? Usually when I get gestures like that, when people try to second guess what's in the technology or how it's made, I'll just be quiet about it and don't say anything, because usually that particular individual, who we know who he is, will come up and say, hey, look, this is what's in his product, this is how he's made. And he'll probably take some black paint, throw a whole bunch of deep glitter in it, and say, look, see the glitter particles all over the screen? And then we'll come and do the demonstration, paint the screen, and hit the screen with a bunch of spotlights and show you no glitter display at all. Make him look like a complete idiot. But this time, we saved it behind so he doesn't stick his foot in his mouth and nipped it in the butt and just showed you, look, technology has no glitter in it whatsoever. Let's see if I can adjust that up a little better with the sharpness a little bit. And as I said, the time we took walking around the house and talking about this and that and the other, the screen is dry without a fan. If it wasn't dry, that whole entire area would be dark, because they come up dark when they're not dry. So that's already dried already. All right, that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go on Amazon. I gotta order me a big screen. Oh, I gotta do something different for this stuff. I may, no. If I order the screen, I can't change the border. I'm gonna change the border. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get me a coating. I'm gonna coat over this. I want the border to be solid gold. That's what I want. Not, not real gold, but I want like a gold border for it. Something really, really cool to actually, black and gold. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah. All right, I got some ideas popping around in my head right now. I got to get out of here real quick. I'm going to put gold LED lights and everything on the back. I'm doing something really special for the setup. I got to get out of here real quick. I got customers chiming me right now on a few questions. So, launch date for the technology, we'll say next Friday, okay? Got to go, and I'll give you the prices and everything. Like I said, prices for a gallon down to 1 quart. It's all going to be marketed under $2.50. All right, got to go, and God bless.